Hi, this is Shoshana, and I wanted to share a Project Baby Hat with you. I'm a beginning loom knitter, and I'm learning my stitches by doing baby hats. The ones that work will be donated to a local hospital. So this first one here will be the only one I'm not donating out of the first 6 hats, and it is a strict knit stitch. I did an E-wrap cast on of 1/2, so that rolls nicely, but the knit stitch is a little bit too tight. I think I will do this hat again with the garter stitch on the loom, which is knit 1 row, purl the next, and I think that'll work out a lot better. This next hat is the hurdle stitch, which I think is awfully cute. You see the little hurdles popping up here. So I did a crochet cast on with this one, and then a few rows of the 1/2 E-wrap, so it rolls nicely. And then for the hurdles stitch, it's 4 rows. You're going to knit the first 2 rows. The 3rd row, you're going to knit 1, purl 1 all the way around. And then the 4th row, you're going to purl 1, knit 1 all the way around. And then you just keep doing that pattern the whole way. It creates this cute hurdle stitch. The next hat is the dot stitch, and it's a little bit of a tighter stitch, and I did use 2 threads here, so it makes it also a little bit tighter and thicker of a hat. For the brim, I did a E-wrap cast on, and then I did a few rows of the garter stitch, so knit 1 row, purl the next. So you kind of have to manually roll this one up. And for the dot stitch, it is again a 4-row pattern. You're going to knit the first row, knit 1, purl 1 all the way around the second, knit the 3rd row, purl 1, knit 1, for the last row, and you repeat that pattern, and it creates this alternate dot stitch, and also very cute for babies. This next one is the seed stitch, really easy. For this one I did a very simple E-wrap cast on and then started on the stitch right away. And it's 2 rows. The first row you knit 1, purl 1. The second row you purl 1, knit 1. And it creates this little seeds popping out effect. And it's a nice fluffy baby yarn, so unfortunately you don't see the seeds as much. I may try this again with just a regular yarn so you can see the seeds. But it's a very cute effect for a baby hat. This next one is just the simple 1/2 E-wrap all the way through, including the cast on. So I think it makes a really effective hat. As we know, the E-wrap, very simple to do. And I just want to put out there with E-wraps, experiment with your E-wraps. You can do all sorts of different types with the 1/2, the 2/2, the 1/3. So there's different ways to make your E-wrap look a little bit different and more effective for the type of project that you're doing. This last one here, I did a chain cast on followed by a few 2/1 E-wraps, and that's why the rim is rolling nicely on this one. And it's thicker because I used the 2 strands of yarn again. And for this one, this is a figure 8 stitch. And with the 2 strands of yarn, it makes it a little bit thicker, but it's still stretchy when you handle the hat. And the figure 8 stitch is wonderful for hats and very cute for babies. So those are my first 6 hats for Project Baby Hat. Stay tuned for the next round.